Here is Stefania Cassini, and you're watching Without Your Hat.
Stage of decapitation was at the head here at the Boston Underground Film Festival with the directors of Something Wicked. This is the way it comes. We have Jessica Barnthouse and Stacy Buchanan.
Hello.
So it's going to be premiering here in about an hour. So what do you guys feel like? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
All of the above.
Yeah, nervous, excited.
We have to put it in order for me. I'm excited, nervous. Yeah. What's you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. I'm excited to hear what people think.
Yeah.
And have you seen the movie with an audience yet? Like, I know it's a premiere here.
Not a big audience.
Not a big one. We've done a few test screenings,
Yeah.
but not an audience of this size.
Right. Have you been to Buff before?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
every
we love
year.
Buff.
Yeah. This is an exciting opportunity for us.
Yeah. Did you pick this one specifically to premiere it?
Yep, we did. We've been working on the film for so long. We thought we needed deadlines. Let's work towards the Buff deadline so that we can premiere it, the official big premiere in our hometown, one of our favorite festivals.
Yep.
So we set that as our deadline to get this film done.
You said you've been working on a long time. How long?
6 years.
5 years, since 2013.
We started the idea in 2012. Yeah, we've been full steam ahead in 2013. Yeah.
When you initially started, till you started editing everything, did the documentary change like what you wanted to say?
Everything changed.
All the time.
Yes.
Which is very normal for documentaries.
Yeah. We've filmed, would you say, over 100 hours of footage?
Yeah.
Over the
Terabyte and a half.
Yeah. And we have, when you're filming a documentary, you have the base of the story that you want, but you can't really dictate what happens when you're following a life. Which we did. We followed 3 different people's lives. And on top of doing, interviews about very specific topics like moving horror. And we actually ended up with 2.5 films
Yeah.
at the end. So
Started with making one film, now we have 1.5 now, and then another one that we're going to be working on after this.
yeah.
Oh, all from this?
All from this project, yeah. So, we have for the New England horror element of the project, we have a series of short films, 2 of which that we're going to be premiering today.
Mm-hmm.
And they tackle the topics, what makes New England so creepy, what it's like to film here, growing up here, stuff like that.
So you're both from?
No, neither one of us are from here.
All right.
We live here now. We both consciously moved here because there was something here. We're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it not just so it covers the history of New England and why horror is.
Yeah, we don't dive a lot into the
Story
history.
does,
We don't dive into specifics because everyone knows the specifics of the Salem witch trials and Puritan times in New England and how that really the history here makes it a creepy place. We dive more into the inspiration in the area.
Yeah.
What inspires some of the filmmakers that are, making films here or have made films here. Filmmakers that are from this area, how they're pulling from growing up here and putting that out into their work now.
Yeah. There's a lot of different types of horror makers in New England. It's some very weird kind of exploitation stuff, and then there's more traditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
The American folk tales. We talked to Brad Anderson about Session 9, which he filmed the Danvers State Hospital, which is now luxury apartments.
Oh, okay.
Torrid history there. And he really dives into the psychological thriller aspect of the New England area and how people are brooding and stoic. There's a lot going on when you peel back the layers of the onion. A typical New Englander.
Yeah.
And then we talked to David Gregory, who owns Severin Films. He's not from here, but he went to school in Emerson.
Mm-hmm.
And his film career started from that education. That's how he started to grow this passion for filmmaking. We talked to him about just grassroots, getting your team together and going, using what you have. And what he had at the time was this location, this landscape to improve this feature.
And then out of out of all those interviews, we, well, Stacy knew Kip from way back.
Yeah.
And we started following him from The Strangers, and like as we got more into his story, we started doing test screenings with film advisors. Like the response overwhelmingly was like, we need to pull him out and make that its own film.
Yeah.
Because like there's just so much there.
Really good story. So today, what people are going to be really surprised to see is that the full feature is Kip's story.
Yeah. And from what I understand, 'cause I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
is I would think his story is very relatable to both of you and a lot of people here, because it's kind
Everyone.
of balancing between pursuing your dream and just the realities of you have to make a living.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, everyone's going to be able to relate to
Very
it because that
relatable.
is the core of the
And
story.
like especially once you've had that taste of success, it's like
Yeah.
you're just constantly chasing that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were filming it, did he know that they were making the sequel yet?
No.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah. Remember in the very first interview we were talking about Strangers too.
well, he said yeah, like they like someday, but like he was saying like he didn't know
Oh,
the future of it, didn't know.
yeah. When we first started filming with Kip, it was 2013. So back then, the concept of Strangers 2 was actually kind of caught up in the whole relativity media, Ryan Kavanaugh, bankruptcy debacle, where a lot of those films just kind of like
I know that there was like a script for it.
Yeah.
And he was hoping that he would he was
Yeah.
confident he would be cast in it.
Mm-hmm.
But like there was just it was just all rumors.
It just got caught up in
Yeah.
that mess.
Mhm.
And then, of course, now that it's all been cleared, the script was released, kind of went in a different direction.
Yeah.
It's a topic it's not the topic of the film, but it's definitely something that's discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's prevalent.
It's prevalent. Yeah.
So how did you choose which other stories you followed?
Well, we followed a local director named Skip Shea. We chose him because he was making some very interesting films and with very specific topics, and we kind of wanted to know why.
Right.
And we got a really incredible story. He was another story that was a part of the original doc that through some test screenings we were told we had to pull the story out and make our own film.
So that's the
That's
second film
that-
that
yeah.
like once this one's complete and has a festival run, we're gonna
Yeah.
be working on this
Yeah.
film.
And
wow.
then there's a little foreshadowing in the doc today that there is almost like a series of films coming up.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool that you filmed for so many years, and it would be great if you had one film out of the year and multiple films.
Multiple
Yeah.
films, yeah, and multiple films with really cool stories.
Yeah.
They all have different stories,
Mm-hmm.
but they all tie back into this area.
Yeah.
So,
How is it to edit something, so many hours down to something, that people can sit through, sitting there for 100 hours?
I mean, it's a good thing that you don't degrade footage by editing and re-editing it in Premiere, because there's been so many different versions of the film. Like we started editing it in 2013, and made like one version, and then we would do some test screenings, and then like totally re-edit it, and like make another version and do some more test screenings, and then it wasn't until we heard from Buff that like we were in that we're like, okay, we need to like figure out how to take all of this and make it into something cohesive. And Stacy and I worked around the clock to like build it out, but like we're both limited in our experience with editing something feature length. Stacy comes more from like TV background, like I come more from like ad agency background. And so we ended up getting a finishing editor, Matthew Levino, and he's been amazing to work with, and he really helped us get it to where it is today. And like he's going to be working with us more after this too.
When she said about being too close to it, I would always think like if you're, I've never edited like a movie or anything, but I think it would be hard to edit something you're like you're connected to, because you have an emotional connection to it, and maybe it doesn't actually fit in the story you're trying to tell, but you're connected to it. So.
we had to let go of a lot of footage and a lot of the interviews.
And a lot of our egos.
And a lot of our egos. We had, it was only then recently, it's been a struggle because we have some incredible interviews that just didn't fit in what we were moving forward with. So maybe there, down the line when we get some sort of, physical distribution, if we get to that point, we'll have some sort of special features. Extras opportunity. Because, we had to pull a lot out.
Yeah, like the New England horror doc, also we were limited with like who we could talk to, like who we had access to.
Yeah.
So it's like to do like a real proper like feature length opus on New England horror, like you need a lot more access than like what we have at this moment in time. But like in the future we might have more access. So like that's a project we can always revisit.
Yeah.
So how did you meet to work with it?
We met through a mutual, a coworker of mine at WGBH, and we were like, hey, let's start a production company.
I was working in cable access at the time.
We just wanted to
cool, let's
do our own
do it.
projects, and then we were like, well, what's our first project?
We were like, let's do a documentary. Those are easy and cheap.
Right.
And then like, fast forward 2 weeks, I'm like, look, Stacy, I got these T3 eyes.
Wow, 2 of them?
2 of them.
I mean, a lot of our naive ambition in the beginning, I mean,
It was scrappy as hell.
it was scrappy, but we couldn't have done it without that.
Yeah, like we were just like so excited.
So excited
Like,
to be
our
doing
first
it.
like
yeah.
interview with Kip, it took like 2 hours to set up the
Yeah,
lights for
yeah.
it. Like, still looked like garbage because we were just like, oh my god! Like you can see like a light stand in the background.
Yep. I like the evolution of the footage.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because 5 years is a long time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you see a progression, you see a time progression in so many ways in terms of the storyline, in terms of aging, physical aging, in
Yeah.
terms of our camera work. I mean,
Yeah, in terms of the equipment. like-
yeah. It's I'm really proud of Kip's story because like it's common practice in documentary filmmaking to kind of gotta create some drama, so we'll end up like messing with the timeline of the story.
Right.
We haven't touched this timeline. It is in the order that it
Then
happened.
happen.
And we were able to achieve the emotion and the film that we wanted to create without having to mess with it.
I assume both of you were horror fans before you started this.
No, I had
No,
nothing
okay.
to do to horror.
I'm totally wrong.
Also, the reason we were gonna do like New England horror, like a horror documentary, was because Stacey was like, "There's a huge market for that." Like, she's a huge fan. I was like, "I don't know anything about horror."
We
Like,
later,
like,
years
like-
later, talked to a sales agent. He's like, "Who's gonna want to watch a movie about New England horror?" And I'm like, "My dreams were crushed."
You don't know us.
You don't know us. Yeah. But they did want to film about it.
Yeah. I do notice the London 1888.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Chris.
love Chris.
Chris,
He's someone we met early on,
Yeah.
and we've been really good friends with him ever
Uh-huh.
since. Yeah, the community we've built around this film is incredible.
well, that's interesting because I started doing horror movie conventions in around 2011, 2012. Even people that are from like different backgrounds, you might, some people are covered tattoos,
Yeah.
but everyone has a common bond. They all
Yeah.
love
Yeah, and I've gotten into it now too. Like,
Yes.
I'm not like adverse to horror by any
No.
means. Like, I've really gotten into it.
You know
It's a
quite a
shame-
bit
It's a shame
too.
my wife's not into horror at all. So, like,
Yeah.
to watch it with other friends, and I still can't watch it by myself for the most part. Like, we started filming Kip before I had seen The Strangers,
Yeah.
and then I watched The Strangers, and it still like scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
Even after meeting Kip and knowing him and
Yeah.
filming with him.
So,
And I have the typical childhood. I have the typical story.
Early
of horror.
exposure.
Early exposure. Creepshow is my favorite.
that's
Yeah,
my
and
first VHS in my mom.
Yeah, there you go.
Plan show.
Yep. I have a couple copies of that.
Oh, yeah.
I've been collecting clamshells as I find them at
Uh-huh.
conventions.
I still have my original one. The
Yeah.
tape is broken inside, but
The clamshell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typical story. I still watch 2 or 3 horror films a week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Even if it's like something I've never seen or if it's something I've seen a million times. Horror is a big part of my life.
Yeah. So what kind of horror movies have you liked that you've been watching?
I like psychological thrillers. Like, I've always liked Silence of the Lambs. I like Section 9 a lot.
Yeah.
I like The Strangers. Like, that one's really psychological. So I like more of that kind of thing. Like, I loved The Babadook. That was
Yeah.
genius. We saw that in the theater
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
It was like
She was the whole time.
and then
Sounds cool.
I love Good Night
Yeah.
Mommy. Like, that one's incredible, I think. So I like that kind of thing. Like, I remember seeing Blair Witch Project in the theaters when I was 13, and like I didn't sleep right for a year after. Because it's so psychological. Like, it doesn't show the Blair Witch the entire time, so it's like, wow, guess what? My imagination's really scary.
So will this be the one that airs today, the screen today, is that the finished one?
The finished film?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're filming more.
We're going to be talking about that later. This will be the one and only time people will see this type of screening. Where we're going to do a 16-minute short, New England horror short, to start things out, and then we're going to jump right into the full feature, which is the Kip's journey from when he moved from LA to Maine to raise his family and start his family business. It's about his journey as he tries to resurrect his film career while balancing his family and business obligations. We will be moving forward by doing, we're going to take Kip's film, we're retitling it The Man in the Mask, and we are adding a little bit of footage to it, and we're giving it a full festival run.
Oh, nice.
And then our New England horror shorts will, later this year, once we clear some footage, they'll be going online for everyone to watch.
Oh, very cool.
Mhm.
Well, where would that be?
Probably our YouTube page.
Yeah, probably YouTube.
Yeah, they'll be very accessible. And then in terms of all that extra footage, I mean, we have a Kickstarter that started this whole project for us in support and in financial means, and we'll be releasing some sort of physical DVDs that we can put them on there as a special feature. And if we can't do a physical release publicly, then we'll put them online. Yeah. I mean, it's all stuff we know people are really going to enjoy seeing.
Yeah. What about the name Something Wicked This Way Comes? Well, why did you choose it?
We chose it because it was fitting in the project in the beginning, and like the whole,
We were
Wicked Bird Media. It was a branding play. Obviously, over the past 6 years, Disney has since acquired the rights to it. So, in a public capacity, we're not going to move forward with it. It's just a project. We're going to keep the project under that title.
Yeah. So you said you're going to film more with Kip?
Yes. Once more. Yeah.
No, you don't want to spoil anything, I guess, but it'll be cover like some of the movie coming out.
I don't know.
Where it takes you, I guess.
Yeah. You'll see. I think you'll get a good idea of where we're going forward after you watch today. Yeah. There are definitely some key story points in the film today that people are going to want to see expanded on.
Yeah.
That's our plan.
Yeah. Will you, depending on the reaction, will you change anything?
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We want this to be the best film it can be.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be standing up there because there's some key elements where certain reactions I'm expecting, and if they don't happen, I'm like, all right, we got to work on that one.
Yeah. So we're really excited to have this opportunity.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen anything else this weekend at the bar?
We saw The Ranger. That was fun.
Yep.
The Ranger was so fun.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a really fun movie.
Yeah.
I live by a ranger station actually out Cape Cod. So.
Really?
Oh, okay.
They're not like that.
Suspicious eyes now. Talk about the code of conduct and the forest. That was my favorite part every time.
Yeah, I like that too.
I mean, especially after their rogue Twitter account this year, I'm like, I feel like now they're getting on the side of the pubs.
Yeah.
How about the rest of the night? Looking forward to anything?
For tonight, the movies tonight. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to get to any movies after this. I mean, the other part of this project over the past 6 years, our lives have evolved tremendously.
She's a tiny baby.
I have a tiny baby now.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. She has a tiny baby coming.
Yeah, tiny baby. Not me and my wife.
Congratulations.
Yeah. But so we didn't get a chance to expand on the schedules for viewing.
Well, do you think that will change? Both of you having babies, will that change going forward with films?
Yeah.
I think it'll change, but I also think it's great for kids to see their parents like going after their dreams and like having ambition and aspirations and like I think that's good for kids to grow up and see.
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old as well. He's been with us through this entire project. Yeah, and
he's super awesome.
Yeah, and it's like for him to, I'm happy that he's got the opportunity to say like my mom made a movie or my mom does this. It makes me feel good about it.
Yeah, definitely.
The way we made this documentary was by no means a traditional film process. I don't think that there is anymore these days, but for the next film, we've already shot it. It's all been assembled. We have 6.5 hours of assembled footage. It's going to go on a different path. One of our goals is with Kip's film, we want to get this out to a wider festival run so that we can start talking to people about getting the funds in place to get post-wedding.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I enjoyed talking to both of you, and I know you're probably letting people in soon.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The station,